Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Sunday morning. And we're still working. We got the kitchen guy, the kitchen cabinet man, and more coming here to good morning. We're gonna put you on YouTube when you build our cabinets, okay?
Yeah.
Make you famous.
I support your YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're gonna be on there so you can show all your friends and your customers and everything. And say, look how famous I am. I'm on the Fast Eddie channel.
Mas Eddie. Okay na direct. Oh.
He's getting ready. We just kind of looking at stuff, and he's going to start building here. And I don't know when they're going to start building.
I'm bored.
Trying to figure out where he's going to work at. To fabricate stuff, yeah.
Sila mo dapat ba sila return item? Kaya doon katukog ka ng sobrang natayo sa food. Ito yung mga kalit. So
it's coming together. It's going to be kind of hectic here. We got kitchen cabinet guys. We got window guys. And when I say guys, it could be girls too. I just use the word guys interchangeably. Persons, I guess I should say, to be PC. But yeah, and we got pool guys here. So our snack budget is way up, way up. Lots of sodas, lots of cookies, bread. It's all part of the process. This is the master bath. They built their bench right there for us. Alright, good morning guys. Fast Eddie here. It is a Monday morning, and started out as kind of a slow morning because only got about, I don't know, we got 3 or 4 or 5 guys on the crew. Everybody else, a couple guys have kids graduating from their schools today, which is a big thing here in the Philippines, even for elementary schools and kindergarten and everything. The kids, parents want to go to that. But anyways, and then we got Easter coming up, and so some guys have taken some time off of that. So we're only going to work 3 days this week anyways. So here we are, but then all of a sudden the painters showed up, and they're going to town here. They're going to get ready to the skim coat things, and got 3 of them working inside here. And we got 3 of them working on the outside here. No doubt trying to stay out of the sun. Away they go. And more to follow here. And I did get a good suggestion from a viewer, which I appreciate, asking me, or not asking me, but talking about the paint, and a good point about the paint and how they're going to mix it. And they said, well, we can do it ourselves, or we can buy it pre-mixed. And I said, let's do it pre-mixed off a chart. That way, if we do need to touch up or repaint anything, we can do it rather easily. And I know they in the U.S. they have those tech paint things where you just take the sample there and they kind of put it under in the machine, and it tells you exactly how to make the color. A pretty good match. I know I did that on my house in Woodland before we left, and it was a good match. I doubt they have that here in the Philippines at the paint stores. They either mix the paint up themselves on the job site until they get a color they like, or you buy it store-bought. So we're going to go with the store-bought mix. So that's where we are on the house build today. There are the pool guys mixing up the skim coat there. Having to share the extension cord with the tile guys. Making a skim coat up. Yeah, good looking stuff. Good looking. Alright. Here we are, they're tiling. Yeah, we're gonna make the bench a little bit higher there. A little too low for old people to get on. And when I mean old people, I mean me. Sit down. Yeah, I guess my wife decided she's gonna go with use the floor tile for the vanity top there. Alright, we're getting some things done there. Excuse me. Guys are sanding down. And upstairs here on this Monday morning, our back to the put the framing up for the ceiling. And they're out here in the hot sun. It is getting hot today. They're working on framing this up, bring it all welded together. Painters will take care of that for us once we get it finished. Get a shot from the pool above. Wave to the camera! Well, getting low on the steel, so we'll order more of that, more hardy board. Junior's back here chipping away. Put the lights in over there for the vanity. And the upstairs bathroom here. Yeah. And just like that, the skim coat is going on. Looking good. Alright, we're at lunchtime and painters are skim coating away here. Got this whole lower side right here done. And when we come inside, they're also knocking out the inside here pretty quickly. My understanding is they put this skim coat on and then they start sanding it down to get a smooth finish before they paint. It's coming along there. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think they're gonna do up there, but knocking all this out here. We're getting done. Alright. Guys are doing the skim coating on here, looking good. Working around a lot of the stuff we got piled up in here and whatnot. Alright, got our bench there. Bench is finished. Now they're tiling underneath the vanity. Got the vanity on there. Wow, looks good. Yeah. Now we got delivery time. Water. Let me get my wife. She's paid to water. Getting a load of cement here. We've gone back to stacking the cement inside the bunkhouse here, just simply so we have more room to work on the exterior up here for these guys who are out here skim coating the front of the house. Railings coming along good on this Monday afternoon. Guys are back from lunch, working hard. Plugging away here. Now they're working on the front of the house. On this side, I should say. We got 1, 2, 3, 3.5 more to go. Getting the hardy board up there. There we go, we got that wire. There's going to be a mirror in there. An electronic mirror that you push the button on and it lights up around it, I guess. I don't know about all this stuff. You know, I see that stuff and I just see stuff that quits working after a while, but my wife wanted it, so whatever. So we got that, and good plugs, 2 lights in there, and a light bar above it, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, I think we got that taken care of. As soon as they get in here, skim coat and put the mirror up, and again, we got the angle iron up there on the top there. That one's actually, they welded that one to the trusses. And after they welded this one. Getting our cement delivery, we got 6 more hardy boards here, everboard, whatever they're calling it, fiberboard. I think they're going to need more than this. They had 7 when we started this morning. Mario, my brother-in-law, calculated 6. I think they need 9, but we will see. One of the problems, one of the issues here in the Philippines is that you can't return stuff. You know, it's not like the States where you can return it, even if you have the receipt. Once you buy it from these local little stores, that's pretty much it. They're not taking it back. At least that's what my wife is telling me. So that's why they kind of buy in smaller quantities. You know, they don't want to be stuck with it. All right, guys, Fast Eddie here. Monday afternoon, and the crews have left. We had pool guys here, we had painters, and we had the construction crew, all but a short amount of, or a decreased number of guys. We only had 5 guys on our crew working today. So, painters were out here knocking it out, putting that skim coat on. Probably got 2/3 of the outside done. Maybe even a little more than that, but putting that skim coat on there. Inside here, pretty much this whole area here is done. Problem we're running into is moving stuff around. You know, you got these doors we got to find some place to put, but it seems like everywhere we put them is going to be in the way. So, anyways, in here the same thing with all the tile. They were in here skim coating. I guess they can move them to different walls once they sand it down. I guess that's the next process, is they come and they tile all this, smooth all this down, sand it down so it's smooth for the paint. And something going on up there. Not sure what's happening up there. And they were in here knocking out the CR today. tile stuff starts going slow. It's going to be a sink up here. Faucet. My wife chose to, as I mentioned earlier, to go with the tile for the vanity top. We got a few more spots to get, and I'm not sure what we're going to do. My wife says she has, and knows what they're going to do for tile, and then the up here at the top, between the PVC, the vinyl panels, and the tile up there to make it look clean. I still got to do the corners and the shelves. All right, come up on the second floor in the TV room, game room up here. They got half of it, I would say half it done, because the bracing's up there, as well as the reinforcement, the angle irons up there, the framing up there, and then they got the hardy board up there on that, except for 2 spots down there. And over here they got some bracing here, but no cross members, no angle iron, so that still needs to be done. I guess that'll be the project for tomorrow, to do that. And 3 sheets left. We will see. We will see. And we did get an order of more purlins in today. That's down there. You can see the shiny metal down there. We got that in there, as well as some 6 hardy boards, and they should be done with this tomorrow. The railing alongside the deck here. They got 3 more sections, 2.5 more sections to do here. It's gonna look nice when it's painted. Hopefully, I think they're gonna paint that a nice black. I think is what we decided. I need to talk to my wife about that. I don't think we've told the painter what color we want. Still waiting for the clips for the PVC panel. We still don't have those yet. It's kind of supposed to be here last Friday. We're supposed to get a call. I haven't heard anything. Holy Week, so a lot of places aren't open on Thursday, Friday. So I don't want to wait till the following Monday and then try to figure it out. But maybe we'll have to go in on Saturday or something and kind of see what's going on. I still got to build a gate over here for this, and I'm not sure where they're going to put the hinges. If they're going to come into here with the hinges, I hope they're not. I hope they're going to put the hinges over here and have the gate swing out. I got to talk to them about that. And this here will be our stairwell going down. I got to get on that too. Yeah. Alright guys, that's it for a Monday. We'll have more updates. I got to get back there with my chainsaw and cut that tree down back there, but it was just so hot today. An old man like me doesn't need to be out in the heat. I'm surprised the guys kept working through it. It was just really hot. I mean, they have a heat index in Cebu. It was like 42 Celsius. I mean, it's hot. I mean, just unbearably hot. So let's see what tomorrow holds there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate getting over that 1,000 mark, and now we can make some money for the Smile Train. And I really do appreciate everyone just hitting the subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Alright, Tuesday morning on the house build. We are getting our second skim coat, second layer of skim coat put on there. And as they put more on there, it gets smoother and smoother. That's what's going on in the interior, and that is what's going on the exterior out here. Looking good. And then once they kind of get it to a certain level, they're going to sand it down. big batch of it right there just made up. It's like they take their knife and they run over it. That's having to knock down into the high spot. That's going to get its first coat right there. So, knock down into the high spot they may have put on there. And guys are out here still working on the railings up there, getting the steel up there, as well as the ceiling up there, getting the purlins up there for the ceiling. You need to move the scooter? Still got tiling going on in the master bedroom here. Oh, quick up action. Alright. Oh, now we're starting all the small little pieces, things that take forever to go in. Alright. Oh, angle. Okay. Okay. Take a walk upstairs and we'll see what's going on up there. Naldo is back to work after a moving up ceremony, graduation ceremony yesterday. You had two, right? Two, yeah, two of his sons, right?
Yes.
His two sons, Boy Scout of the Year. Yeah, that's nice. You should tell them to go get jobs so you can retire. Alright, plugging away up here, plugging away. I'm gonna back on out of here so I'm not in the way. Come on out to the front and see if we can't see what they're doing up there. Alright, next section of railing, plugging away. Cecilio, you smile! Smile, you on TV? Alright, thanks. Hey guys, I wanted to address an issue about these doors here and the door frames. On that last video I posted up how much we paid for them, and by no means, and this is kind of why I did a house build cost video about a month ago, was that once you start getting into the interior stuff, you know, it can, you know, you can go from Ford Pinto, for those of us who are old enough to remember, up to a Cadillac, you know, on what your interior taste and budget are. So I can tell you these each door and each frame cost about $275 US. They're handmade out of the Tungus wood, both the door and the frame, up in a place about 2 hours, 2.5 hour drive from here. And one of the things that when they have a sustainable business up there, and in the Philippines you just can't cut down trees willy-nilly. Even if they're on your own property, you have to get permits in most situations. If you're cutting down multiple trees or you're harvesting trees for commercial purposes. Even coconut trees, if you're cutting those down, you've got to get, like here in Panglao, you got to get a permit for that. So these trees are more expensive. These doors are more expensive because the wood's more expensive. And part of us buying these doors is that we paid for the harvest permit. So obviously not for the wood that they harvest to make these doors, because that would still be green. But what they do is, okay, so if we're going to use 1,000 board feet of door, hypothetically saying, they're going to want to harvest another 1,000 feet of board. So you pay for that permit for them to harvest that wood when the time comes. So that kind of goes into the equation of building these. Now let me go over and I'll show you the doors in the kubo. These are the doors in the kubo here, and the frame here was made locally here on the island of Panglao. It's made out of mahogany, and while mahogany is a hardwood, it is not termite resistant. Termites will eat that. That's one of the things why we went with the tungus, was because we did not want to have to deal with termites. And these doors, the doors themselves, were actually purchased at City Hardware, so they're a mass-produced door. I've seen them in other videos. Other people have them. The design. This part here is like a plywood. You can see it's different sections of plywood. They just insert it in there, and it is what it is. I don't even know what kind of wood the outer is, but we got these because we needed something quick and easy, and so it worked out for us. But these were probably about maybe the frame and the door were maybe $100. So there is quite a price difference, you know, between these and the Tongass doors that we had made. So by no means, if you come to the Philippines and build a house, are you going to be stuck, you know, with $300 doors. So there are other options. I just wanted to put that out there to you, that there's, you know, different levels of budgets and different levels of material you can get. This door, these doors are okay. We've had some problems with this door swelling up at the top. This is the door that faces the exterior, and you know, and part of it was probably our fault. It sat, and my fault. It sat on out in our tool shed for a couple months before they put it in, and I probably should have sealed it while it was sitting out there, and because it just seems to get some moisture on it, and it just swelled up. So we really cut it down at the top to stop it from doing that, and we see we'll solve that problem hopefully. But anyways, that's just the difference in the doors. Something to think about if you're coming here. One thing I did think about was metal doors, and I've seen some people building their frames with metal, and I don't think my wife would have went for that, but then maybe we will have to go that way if we have a problem with termites with that Tongass, but they're supposed to be termite resistant, so we will find out. Another issue I'm having right now is I'm looking for hinges, and those Tongass doors are heavy. So I got to find some hinges here that will hold them. I think 4 hinges will probably do the trick. So we will see. I'm actually going to weigh one of those doors, and we'll try to get. And this is why we have the tricycle. It's our part runner truck. But it's a tricycle. Is that we were 1 tube shy on the metal up there, and so we gave Joshua some money and sent him on his way. He's the part runner. This is the Carolyn line. Made millions of dollars with this tricycle. It was the most popular tricycle back in its day. One of the traditions with the tricycle is that you put the family name on there and all the kids' names, the grandkids, Sheba, Luke, Faith, Don, Steve. I don't know if Leah was Leah. Put the local church. There's Leo, Ethel, Margot, Edmund, Lolit, Zion, Kalia, Gabriel. I don't know where Leah's name is on here. Oh, Leah's up here. Leah and Sophie. Yeah, Gabriel. All the grandkids, all the names are up there. So all the kid names are on there. But yeah, it comes in handy for running parts. Good boy, we don't die, we eat food days. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Okay guys, have fun. Not fun, but you know.
No, balik ah.
Yeah, going to burial is not a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for all your help. Big day tomorrow, big day. All right. Thank you, Joshua. Almost done up there, huh? All right, looking good. It only started going fast when you got up there. Good, you motivate him, huh? All right. This is this marine grade plywood that we're getting here for the cabinet. All right. Putting it right on the ground, which should be fine, I guess. Here they are out here. Both of these are ours?
Yeah.
That's a lot of wood. All right. My wife has big plans, I guess. Big plans for the cabinets. All right. So we got 2 stacks of this stuff. How many sheets is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 in a stack. All right. Glossy white marble. Marine. There it is, 4.8 by 18 millimeters. Like 3/4 inch. See, it's kind of strange how it goes, you know, 4 foot by 8 foot by 18 millimeters rather than. I guess they do some things in metric in the US too, so. But yeah, this is going to be made into cabinets throughout. I think the bathrooms, the bedroom, there's going to be a cabinet made, and the kitchens. And of course, they were. My wife and the guy who's going to be making the cabinets, they were supposed to make arrangements to have the tile returned, and these drivers don't know anything. The driver and the laborers don't know anything about that, so not surprised there. Not surprised. All right, so we ordered 56 sheets of this. They are now on to the second stack. It's in the truck. You can get those. And apparently, as you can see, the skim coating is going quite well. They are getting lots of stuff coated up. Kind of moving wherever they can. They putting the skim coat on for a second coat, and definitely makes the house a lot brighter. The sun hits it, it's really bright, hard to see actually, kind of hurts your eyes. At nighttime it's a big difference too, though. Even without any added light in there, it's definitely not as dark. This here is the company. This is the old hardware store. Mountain Hardware. Looks like they've got the railing done up there. Joshua taking the unauthorized route to get up there, but we're getting the white skim coat out here on the front, which is kind of nice. They haven't moved upstairs yet. They're just kind of knocking stuff out as they go. Places they have it mixed up. Working around all the piles of stuff. The last 50 bags of cement we got yesterday, those went inside the bunkhouse over there. So trying to think, oh, these ones here, these bags here will probably be used up building the pump house there, I would assume. Although they are using some with the cement with the tile. And I think the plan is that when they finish that master bathroom tiling, they're going to move upstairs and start working up there. But we're really waiting on those G-clips for the PVC paneling up there. And there's the last sheet. A lot of work unloading that. All right. What's that?
This one, you gonna put this?
Oh, okay, yeah.
About the paper you need to sign there.
I'm not signing nothing. I'm just cheating you. Yeah, no worries. All right, so there's our 56 or 57 pieces, whatever we're supposed to actually have. And then this strapping that they melt on to the edges. So anytime you have an edge, an exposed edge, this stuff gets melted on there to make it look clean. And this is it. We're going to make cabinets out of this stuff. Oh, we will see. I'm kind of just standing here looking at the back of the house. It's Tuesday afternoon. Getting close to quitting time for the guys. But they got a skim coat. I think that's just the one coat on this right here, right now. I believe they got the second coat over here on this side over here. Yep. And they're up there welding up there on the just little tacks with that arc welder. It's no easy task not to burn through that metal, that's for sure. I got two coats on this right here. The other thing I did was I've been looking for hardware, shopping for hardware, basically hinges for these doors here. And a lot of them, I'm looking at online stuff and the Lazada and Shopee and stuff, and they don't really, a lot of them don't tell you what the hinges are rated for. So I did find, I'm looking for some black hinges. So I found some black hinges, and they were rated for 3 hinges on a door, 47 kilos. So that's about 100 pounds. And so I got my bathroom scale out here and lifted one of these doors up on there, and they're 120 pounds. So if we go with 4 hinges, we should be good based on, if three hinges will hold 100 pounds, 4 hinges could hold 120 based on the rate of each hinge, I suppose. So, and in our Kubo there, the doors aren't nearly that heavy, and we use 4 hinges on those. So we'll go with 4, and let's hope that works out for us. So, they are in here. They're going to get ready to tile the floor tomorrow, huh? The shelves done there. The shelves, I told Ryan and Hoka when they were chiseling them out, the shelves are the most important thing, because that's where I keep my shampoo. And you look at my hair, I can't use the wrong shampoo with my hair. I have to have the right shampoo, so make sure you get the shelves done correctly. Here the guys are. They're on here working on the framing for the ceiling up here. I guess it's going to be a little bit lower, the ceiling right there coming up the staircase. And there we are with This young man is up here doing the skim coat on the second floor. Already started. Looking good. This is my son's room here, Luke's room. I was knocking that out. Alright guys, Fast Daddy here. We are on a Wednesday morning. Should be the last work day of the week. Although I'm not sure what the painters are doing. But our crew is only working until today. So they're up here welding the railing up there after we've kind of got it all tacked in place. Now he's going to weld it up. A lot of spot welding going on in there. Not to burn through that stuff. Painters are putting on that second skim coat again. Finishing that. Junior, our electrician's over here. Pulling more wires, taking more wires. Poly board there, or whatever it's called, laminate board. Felix and Arnell are in here doing their tiling still, tiling the floor. Oscar, you bless every tile before it goes down, right? Working that in there. That's the shower area right there. The shelves, oh, only 3 of the 4 shelves are done. Felix been slacking off. Let's take a look upstairs, see what's going on up there if I can. Scaffolding in place. Alright, and they're putting the framing up, finishing that up for the hardy board, everboard. There they are, they got the hallway done. And there's the railing. Alright, that's what's going on this Thursday morning, guys. Wednesday morning, take that back. Alright guys, Fast Daddy here. We are now at the City Hardware here in Tagbilaran. And came on up here. Looks like they've got some road construction going on, or parking lot construction going on here. They're going to do something over here. I'm not sure what, but that's usually where all the motorcycles park, but they got something else going on there today. This is kind of the surrounding area here. And we're buying a bunch of, we came here to check on those G clips, or the exterior clips, or whatever we're calling them, for the for our poly PVC ceiling panels, and they don't have them. They're not here yet, and they estimate that they'll be here in 2 weeks. So, well, it's all we can do is just, I guess, wait. We also had to order, we're a little short on our bathroom tiles. We used a little bit more than we thought on the on doing the master bath, so we had to order some more of those tiles as well. Oh, we picked up a bunch of what did we pick up? A bunch of bathroom stuff to outfit that master bath: toilet, sink, you know, hose, shower head, faucets, all that kind of stuff, and just miscellaneous stuff, and a water heater and everything. So that's kind of what we're doing today, and gonna have to get some lunch here. Getting hungry, but that's what's going on today. All part of the house build. Oh, the other thing we had to do was measure the air conditioner because they're going to be split air conditioners. We're going to have 5 of them in the house. But we need it for the TV room, game room, whatever we're calling that, family room upstairs. We need to measure how long and how wide that the unit is going to be, because so we know where to put the lights up there, or where they're going to put the bracing for the ceiling up there. So we did that today too as well. And we haven't bought them because I'm not quite sure where we're going to store all this stuff. We're already stepping over too much stuff, but that's where we are, guys. If you're coming to the Philippines and you're thinking about building a house, you're going to build a house, you plan to build a house, and you know you're going to be coming into the city, maybe you're living in the outlying area or even in the city, and you need stuff delivered, and that's one thing you don't need to worry about. There are plenty of trucks waiting outside the hardware stores to take your stuff for you, to haul your stuff for you, and you really don't have anything to worry about. And I mean, deliver to Tagbilaran, which is, it's probably about, I would probably say 15 miles, maybe 30 kilometers out there to our place. It's like $10, $12 to deliver stuff out there. So it certainly is affordable, and they unload it and load it for you, and you don't have to worry about them showing up or anything. When I first came to the Philippines, we didn't have a car. My wife, we had a borrowed motorbike, and we'd buy groceries and big boxes of groceries, have 3 or 4 boxes, and I'm like, how are we going to get this stuff home? And we'd give it to the jeepney driver. We'd walk over to the terminal and give it to him, and he knew the family, and he just delivered it. It was really kind of, for a small fee, you can't beat that. So delivery of stuff is not something you need to worry about it when you come to the Philippines, at least here in Bohol. I'm speaking of Bohol, Panglao, Tagbilaran area. We have never had an issue. Now maybe if you live in some of the really outlying areas, it might be more difficult to get stuff delivered, but I don't think you would. I think you could find somebody with a truck, a big truck like this, and make arrangements. People are always looking to make some money and a hustle, and if you don't really need a truck, it doesn't make sense to really buy one. We bought a truck here as our vehicle, and it has come in handy, but it certainly is not a big hauler. I mean, it's got a little 5-foot bed there, and so you're not going to be hauling any water tanks or any lumber or any massive amounts of cement or anything real heavy. It's convenient, but I would not make your decision. If you're coming and you're going to need a vehicle, you need something for your family more so than freight. By all means, get that family vehicle, the SUV or the sedan or whatever you're going to get, and leave the hauling to someone else for an inexpensive amount. So just something to think about. All right, guys, thanks. One nice thing about the Philippines when you're shopping here is they'll actually, customer service, they actually load your truck up for you. They'll bring the stuff out and take care of it for you, get everything situated. We got 10 bags of ceramic tile, a couple boxes of tile that they had here that we needed. And then we got all the bath stuff coming out here. We got a toilet, and let's see how they load all that up here so you don't have to break a sweat. And I know I was sweating like a pig after I loaded up all that, those 21 boxes of tile this morning. It took me like an hour to cool off. Oh. There's again, there's a couple more trucks over there. You just pull up here, and I don't know if they contract with the store or if you just. I know when we did it one time, we just actually talked to the guy out in the parking lot, and my wife set it up, and she knew the guy knew her dad, so it all worked out. All right.
Can I close this one, sir?
Probably not because of the toilet. Maybe if we could get, it doesn't matter.
We can put that inside here.
Got a sink there. A ceiling fan, that's just an empty box, right? That was just our box we loaded up, right? There's a toilet there, water closet. All right. That shouldn't tip over.
Saka na lang na.
Alright guys, Wednesday afternoon, and for the construction crew, the work week is over. They are, they'll be back Monday, 4-day weekend for them. Painters will be here tomorrow, they're going to work tomorrow, and they'll be off Friday, and I don't know if they're going to work Saturday or not, but so that's kind of what's going on. Pool guys, as I mentioned earlier, they're off for the rest of the week. So what we got a bunch of stuff purchased so we can kind of outfit this bathroom in here. We got more adhesive for the tile. This is what they got done in here today. The floor, our Melbourne tile, they started to be grouted. It's not completely grouted, but they're starting to working on the grout. It's kind of a pinkish grout. You can kind of see it there. But peach is actually what it's called, peach. And so that's coming along. I finished that last shelf there. And so a few more days and this thing's can be outfitted here. And it can be done. And I don't think we have a lifer in there yet though. But speaking of lights, you'll see that there's 2 wires coming out of the wall here. And we got to talking about it a couple days ago, and we realized that the electrician did not wire that for lights. So here's what you got. So I guess in some ways the cement's a little bit more forgiving than say if you had drywall there that had already been finished. I guess you'd have to tear into it. I don't know what you would do, but so these are those boxes down here. So we had to chip into them and access them and run a wire up there so we have some lights above the vanity. You know, and we did a walkthrough. I mean, stuff happens, you know, so people forget things, but we should have caught it sooner. We really should have. And but it's taken care of, and so that's kind of the end of that. And let me walk in here. I guess I can walk in here and kind of show you what it's looking like. The glass people, they've all been contacted. They've got their material. They're starting to work on that. So they're working on their on the shower doors, the glass doors. We purchased a toilet today, sink, faucet, water heater, everything. I don't know if there's cabinets going on underneath here. I'm not sure if there is or not. But that's where the water heater will go there. And there's water, inlet water and outlet water for hot and cold. And yeah, so that's coming along. Guys are still skim coating stuff. My wife got some fancy light here. I'm not sure what the hell that is. I thought an electrician working on it and I just walked away. It was too much for me. I am not feeling good at all, so my runny nose and my sore throat and plugged up sinuses. We got some more of this tile trim. This is, let me go back and show you that here. For those of you who are familiar with tile work, in the U.S. you have all sorts of options. You have quarter rounds, the bull nose, all that kind of stuff. You don't have that here in the Philippines. You got flat floor wall tiles, that's it. So what you use is this plastic stuff. It's not great, but it works. These plastic trims here they use, and then they slip it in behind the tile when they're putting it on, and it covers the edge there, right there. It's a lot cheaper than, you know, if you've ever bought tile in the States, in the U.S., you know, the bull nose, all those small little pieces, those round, quarter round pieces are quite spendy. That's what really kills you on the tile jobs, with buying those kind of things. I remember tiling my bathrooms myself in California, and the quarter rounds, I think cost me more than all the other tile did. But that's what they do here in the Philippines, and you can get this stuff in different colors, different designs. My wife picked this out, kind of it matches everything, so it's good. So that's that. I gotta upstairs here. The guys were framing away and putting up the hardy board. So we almost got this, I will say, 90% done up here in the living room up here, game room, TV room. And how many more sheets we got left? 1, 2, 5 more sheets. So probably 1 or 2 sheets in here. And we're gonna have to order some more for out here. The J clips, we did not get those today. They're not going to be in. I mentioned that earlier. They're not going to be in till or G clips or J clips. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but we're not going to have those until the end of April. So they still got to do out here, and we'll have work to do. If I could get the roofing panels in before we put the tile in, but if we can't, we can't. Just got to change it up, I guess, and keep plugging away. And we do the ceiling last, I guess. I did find they got this done. Looks like they cut this off here. Oh, they put a cap on it and everything. Oh, I'm gonna get him a different grinding wheel too. I'm gonna get one of those flapper wheels to help him grind some of these welds down so they don't. I don't know if that's he's using just regular grinder wheels. It looks like it's turning out okay. Oh, that's nice. I'm impressed. Oh, all right. A nice end cap on there with just using spot welds. Welding this stuff is not easy. I've done some welding in my day, but my last welder was I had an old school air comb MIG welder, and it worked really well. It was really nice. And but I would not want to be welding this thin walled tubing here with an arc welder. But he's doing a good job with it, so. He's taking care of business. I'll give him that. He's getting it all welded up, and we're getting it grinded down, and he was outside of here welding today. Yeah, looking good. So this is where we are. It's Wednesday evening. You can tell by it's evening time. You can see the fire going back out there. Hello. I got some admirers over there watching me. So they got the evening fire, which is pretty common here in the Philippines. You light up a fire and burn off your trash from the day, and your leaves that you gathered up and everything, and helps keep the mosquitoes at bay. So and then in here we kind of got some white with a second coat on here, it looks like. What's in here? Yeah. So guys, that's kind of what's going on here, It's going to quiet down for a little bit up here, and maybe this weekend I will come up here and do some housekeeping, clean up some of the stuff up here. But one thing I did grab today for the guys when they're going to fabricate this gate on here, I see he's got some steel out here, so I think that's kind of leaning towards this gate out here. I grabbed a couple of these welding hinges, and they're pretty simple but pretty effective. It's a pin right there. This part up here swivels. It goes right there. This is the stationary part down there. And it pops off right there. And I'm surprised they had them there at the City Hardware store. They had a range of 4 or 5 of them. And these right here are rated up to 50 pounds. So that was, or 100 pounds. 100 pounds, either 48 kilos. So 100 pounds. So I think that'll be sufficient for the gate here. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to attach those on there or anything, but I'll talk to them on Monday, see what we got going. And I did chip out started chipping out here, but I don't think that's the answer. I think the gate needs to be on the other side over here. The hinge needs to be on that other side over there and swing in here like this. So when you come up on the platform here, you can just unhitch it on this side here, and then just have it swing in. That's my thought on it. and I think that'll work the best. But I'll talk to him on Monday and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. And there is a goat, the goat shot, Mama Goat playing King of the Hill. Hey Mama Goat, what you doing, sissy? What you doing, huh? You King of the Hill? You're the King of the Hill, all right. All right, well, thanks for watching, and thank you. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and there'll be more to come on the Fast Eddie channel. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.